Well, I just heard Frank de Boer has been sacked from Crystal Palace. That's exciting news, eh? Riveting stuff. Frank de Boer, who I've never heard of, is a kind of, well, he's Dutch, obviously. De Boer. What does that mean anyway? Of the wood, maybe. The Boers. I should look that up. The Boers. The Boer War. Yeah. Dutch people. Something happened to them, and they're very, very tolerant in Holland, but then they went to South Africa and they became slightly less tolerant. Not really sure what happened. I blame the black people. It was probably their fault. Yeah, or maybe it's the heat. That's probably what it is. It's the heat. Same like hillbillies in the south. They just can't, you get too many red-haired people near the sun. Forget it. You're going to have problems. End of story. They just can't take it. Drizzle, then they're fine. Just keep them in a constant veil of drizzle, and they'll be okay. But anything above, 6 to 8 centigrade, and they start having, deeply, deeply racist thoughts. They can't help themselves. They're all like that. Every single one of them. I can say that safely. I can make a sweeping generalization about all of them. Anybody with red hair is like that. Anybody from Holland is like that. All hillbillies are like that. Who else can I say that about? Okay, I'll compile a list of who I can insult, and then we can consult who I can insult. Is insult, you get consultation, insultation, insulation, insultation. Consult, insult, consult. There's all these prefixes. Has he won it? Who's this guy? Oh yeah, Rafa Nadal won the US Open. He's wearing a pink shirt, which is, what's the name of that colour? Magenta? God, I love that colour, magenta. Be magenta on my mind. Yeah, he's really wearing the pink. What the hell is that? He's a bit Neanderthal looking, this guy. He's got one of those pronounced brow ridges. I think that's Whitey's. He's got I think we're maybe, was it 3% Neanderthal? Actually, the other guy I'm looking at is definitely borderline Neanderthal. Kevin Anderson, US Open finalist. He's a borderline Neanderthal / slow learner. This guy, he does not look like he should be the finalist in a tennis tournament. He looks like he should be a substitute teacher at a special needs school, if not an actual student. I don't like that guy. I'm just kidding. I don't even know who the hell he is, but he certainly doesn't look like a sportsman. Sportsmen look like me, about 6'4", gleaming teeth, bronzed, lithe limbs. That's what I look like. If you want photos, email me. I was just talking about my penis as well. My penis has teeth and is bronzed and has lithe limbs. It's basically it's like a millipede. My penis is little arms, little waving arms, like 500 on each side. I wonder if a millipede has 1,000. Nah. I mean, are insects on the decimal system? That'd be weird, eh? I'm gonna Google that one. How many legs does a centipede have? How many legs does a centipede? Here we go. They do not have 100 legs. Depends upon the number of body segments that make up its body, and this number varies by species. Well, how many? How many? Okay, we don't have 100, but how many do they have? Centipedes can have between 15 and 177 pairs of legs. Jeez, that's like false advertising, isn't it? Duplicitousness. It's outrageous. What are millipedes? Hopefully, I've got my fingers, here we go, millipede. some moron, I put in my search engine how much legs does a millipede have? Yeah, great. I guess it was a 5-year-old that was writing it probably. That is what's funny. This is kind of questions that 7-year-olds have. Or the classic, who would win? A gorilla or a grizzly bear? Yeah, a shark or a polar bear? Yeah, that's the kind of things that, little boys think about. I don't think little girls think. Here we go. Well, this is deeply disappointing. Millipedes actually have anywhere from 40 to 400 legs. So it can be a millipede and only have 40 legs. Less than a centipede. This is riffraff. These insects are scum. These are outrageous. There's something should be done about these insects. I've lived my whole life thinking a millipede had about 1,000 legs. And they're telling me it would have 40 pairs of legs, which is 80, less than 100. This is probably, the most devastating news I've had since I started this podcast. Or this particular segment. And it wasn't even that bad. I'm exaggerating. It's not that bad. Animal care and information. How many legs does a millipede have? These animals are just, what is the purpose of a millipede? Why are they here? Why do we need them? They're just, we make stuff, carbon dioxide, stuff like that. We produce, the Roseanne Barr show, Jerry Springer the Opera, Mahovich, Star World, Asia's Next Top Model, Thai Airways adverts, 100 Woman Challenge, Jimmy Choo Shoes, Sex in the City, Kim Kardashian, or what's it, Kim Cattrall's Diminishing Sex Life. These are all human creations. What has a centipede ever produced? Or even worse, is totally about larger cousin with even more of a deception, only has 40 legs and is called a millipede. Just the riffraff you get is it's outrageous. Millipede. I'm supposed to be talking about football. Yeah. Well, now I'm watching this Sari. A lot of women Indian women are losing iodine. So they're going to use a bindi. I think that's the dot they put in the middle of the forehead. They're going to put iodine in that. That's interesting. Maybe I should wear one of them. Just one of them in general. Put any kind of drug in there, or heroin. Let's go right to the best one. Just have a dot with heroin, cocaine. What is it called? Speedball bindi. Viagra bindi. Put the bindi on the end of your penis. So that they have a target where their bindi can connect up with. Although I don't think their husbands will be very happy with that. Bindi sex. Let's bang bindis. I hope it's pronounced bindi, or this whole bit is not going to sound very good. Bindi. Yeah, the Indian language is a great language. It's just naturally funny, happy sounding, jolly sounding. Hard to take serious sounding, if I'm honest. Like German, you take that serious. Somebody too seriously, like it's frightening, to be honest. If somebody speaks to you in a German accent, they could be singing a lullaby, a soothing rendition of, an infant song, and it sounds like they're about to be conducting experiments on you. Whereas an Indian accent could just be about to release nuclear weapons, which it might indeed do, but, oh bloody hell, where is that bloody red button? It's not on my forehead. No, I just made that note. That wasn't the obvious joke. Okay, well look, what the hell, let's do it. Let's have a dance while we all watch the mushroom clouds. Yeah. That's just the way it is. like Bruce Cockburn.